Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of RHOX Garage. I'm your host, Dan, and on today's episode, we're going to be installing part number ACC-BSKT06, which is the front basket kit for the Yamaha drive. Now, before we get started with that install, let's take a look at everything that comes in the kit and the tools we're going to need to perform our installation. Now, when you receive your kit, you're going to get two separate boxes. The first one is going to have your mounting kit, which is your hardware as well as your two mounting brackets. And then secondly, in a little bit of a bigger box, you're going to have your front basket itself. Now we've taken a look at all the parts that come in the kit, let's take a look at the tools we're going to need to perform the installation. You only have a few simple tools. We have a ratchet wrench with a 13mm socket, a 13mm open-ended wrench, as well as a knife or a cutting tool to remove the gaskets on the lower top struts. But now before we get started, we just want to go over a few safety precautions. Now, as always, we want to make sure that we set our parking brake, turn our cart off, and if we have an electric cart, we're going to flip the tow run switch to the tow position. Now, our first step in the installation process is we're going to remove the gasket that is at the lower end of the strut. And we're going to do that just by lifting it up, and then we're going to cut it off with the knife. So now with the gasket removed, we're going to remove these two bolts right here at the bottom of the top strut. So now our next step is to install our mounting bracket next to the strut. We want to make sure that the welded on spacers face the outside of the cart. Now with our hardware, we're going to take a bolt with a washer and thread it through the bracket. And then we're going to put a washer on the inside. And then we can go ahead and install it on the top strut. Once those are loosely installed by hand, we can go ahead and tighten those down. Now, we don't want to tighten these all the way down. We want to leave them a little bit loose so that we have some play in the bracket when we go to install the basket. Now, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side of the cart. Now, with both of our brackets loosely installed, we're going to go ahead and install the front basket using the supplied hardware. Now that our basket is mounted, our last step is to install our little plastic end caps on the end of the mounting brackets. Once that's done, we're going to go back through and tighten down the remaining hardware, and that's going to do it for the installation for part number ACC-BSKT06 on our Yamaha drive. Thanks for watching this episode of RHOX Garage, and I'll see you guys next time.